Good afternoon, children. Am I audible?
Ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Stop
Good
recurring.
afternoon, ma'am.
Don't say good afternoon, just listen.
Ma'am, you're muted.
Ma'am, you muted.
Ma'am, you are muted.
Ma'am, you are muted. We can't hear you.
Madam, we can't hear you. You've
Good
muted
afternoon,
yourself.
ma'am. Good
I
afternoon.
request the non-participants to leave the Zoom room and watch the program live on FB. FB live link has been sent to all WhatsApp groups. I request the non-participants to please leave because there are participants for whom we have to allow entry, and there are only 100 places in the room. So if we don't allow the participants to enter, we won't be able to run the program. So those who are non-participants can watch the program live on YouTube. We have sent the YouTube link. Thank you.
Agna, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Agna, let's start.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, am I audible now?
Yes, very much.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, can I start?
Agna, can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Start the program.
Okay, ma'am. Unexpected kindness is the most powerful, least costly, and most underrated agent of human change. Bob Curie. A warm good evening to one and all present here. I welcome you all to the Kindness Carnival. Before starting our program, I kindly request everyone to mute your audios for better clarity. I'm Agna Babu of Class 9C of SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, South Chittoor, Ernakulam, and I'm the comparer of this event. Once again, I welcome you all. Our school started the journey in 1984 by State Bank Indian Officers Educational Trust, Chennai, with the objective of providing quality education and has emerged as one of the best schools in Kochi. Our school has the beauty of nature, surrounded with trees, birds, gardens like herbal garden, medicinal garden, KG garden, etc., and mostly near the bank of Periyar River, the lifeline of Kerala. The journey of SBOA now comes up with the Changemaker School 2019. Kindness Carnival, the first of its kind. We are really super excited to be part of this bold venture. So, without any further waiting, let's start by seeking the blessings of God Almighty. We have Haripriya with a prayer song.
ॐ सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Now, our principal, Srikala ma'am, will enlighten us on the kindness concert. Ma'am, over to you.
Good evening, everybody. The much awaited Kindness Carnival is here at last. We've been waiting for this moment for quite a few days now. First of all, let me extend a warm welcome to all the students, parents, and people from across the country who are taking out time to come and view our Kindness Carnival. I take this opportunity to thank Kindness Unlimited. It is their idea to conduct this Kindness Carnival. There are 15 schools participating in this Kindness Carnival, and they have given us a platform in order to share the little deeds of kindness that we do. And what we expect out of this is that it will create a ripple effect and it will spread kindness to one and all who are watching this program today. I would like to share a kindness that I experienced very recently. A group of children, ex-students, alumni, they walked into my office one day and they wanted to start an association. And what is this association about? They wanted to return the love and kindness they received from their alma mater. So they started their association, which they called as Smriti 2005. And these students, these youngsters, they wanted to return what they received from their school. They have taken up a project by which they will be returning. They are sponsoring one student of SBOA. One student will be sponsored every year. They are going to give an award to the students, the best student of standard 1 to standard 12 every year. One student of standard 1, for each class one award. And they also have a project coming up for sponsoring a small amount for the maintenance or upkeep of the facilities of SBOA. One other student comes to my mind is Praveen Raj from the batch 2001. He walked into my office one day and he told me, "Ma'am, if there is any student I can sponsor, please tell me." Since the time I met him, every year he has been sponsoring a student. I just have to call him up and tell him, "Praveen, there is this student who's finding a little difficulty," and immediately his fees is taken care of. Now you must be wondering, why am I saying all this? First of all, let me thank those children who are being kind to people around them. You must be wondering why I'm saying these examples. These are concrete examples which tell you that SBOA has been laying good values in our children. That is why they are returning to the alma mater and returning in kind to the people around. So today, We at SBOA certainly believe that every single student of our school will be successful in their future. The reason being, we nurture them with love and all the values that are necessary for their life. So it is only a matter of these little children growing up and coming back to us to give us manyfold. I'm sure about it. Today we are spreading kindness, this value of kindness to all of our students and stakeholders at large, and to all the people who are watching. Let this act of kindness grace everybody, and let's all have a happy evening. This carnival, enjoy this carnival, stay with us throughout the program, enjoy the carnival, have a great time. And let us remember, this week, starting today, is going to be the kindness week. So let us start doing small bits of kindness. Let's show some deeds of kindness every day so that there is a smile on everybody's face. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your words. Now, we have a little Arnav to share the kindness activities of our kindergarten.
Hi everybody, I am Arnav of UKG. I am here to share some important activities of our school. All of you, please look around your locality. You can find many people who are really in need of food and clothes. But in the present situation of COVID-19, it is not easy to find out each one and help them. So our school gave us an opportunity to help them. On October 16th, the World Food Day, we donated food packets to the needy people. We celebrated Food Grandparents' Day and Postal Day also. On Grandparents' Day, we attended online class with our grandparents. It is our duty to show gratitude, respect, affection to the older generation. Thank you. Now I will share our memories.
Oh, Arnav, your smile is mesmerizing us. Let it always say on your face. Now, if you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one, Mother Teresa. We have Nilina of 1B as Saint Teresa of Calcutta.
Good evening, all. I'm the Teresa. I just want to tell you something. Three things in human life are important. The first is to be kind. The second is to be kind. The third is to be kind. If you want to change the world, go home and love your family. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love. Do not wait for leaders. Do it alone, person to person. Peace begins with a smile. Let's smile. Thank you.
Wow, Melina, thank you. Now we have Vanisha and Amy to share the kindness activities of our school Eco Club.
Agna, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Can you see the screen?
Oh, it's showing your screen sharing, but we can't see the slides now.
Now can you see the screen?
Yeah, we can see it now.
Good evening. Nature is the best teacher. A tree teaches us to be flexible, to remember your roots, be content with your natural beauty, stand tall, never look down on anybody, and to be kind to everything that lives. This is exactly what kindness means to all SBOs. During these pandemic days, COVID-19 has taught us that happiness is the new rich, inner peace is the new success, health is the new wealth, and kindness is the new cool. If kindness can open doors, soften hearts, and mold personality, then sure, it's the buzzword of the Eco Club of SBOA Public Senior Secondary School.
In this present lockdown situation, the calls for humanity to reconnect with nature has gone increasingly louder. Recent research show that engaging with nature improves our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being.
Our Eco Club offers opportunity for students and teachers to come into regular contact with nature. Embracing nature and trees inculcates kindness and compassion. It just feels good. The realization that we are connected to nature brings respect towards Mother Nature and helps us to act with integrity.
Evolutionary scientist Charles Darwin described that, in contrast to the concept of survival of the fittest, members of the community must sacrifice for one another for the ecosystem to survive.
Hence, kindness and sacrifice is a default mode in which everyone is born. If we are connected to each other and to other living beings, we take care of the environment and move rapidly to address climate change.
We realized this interconnection and made a genuine effort to convert a part of our marshy land into a small forest area. With patience, love, and care, we continued our efforts, and in less than 10 years, we could create a small green forest patch at our school. It became a home to a variety of insects and birds.
Last year, with the support of Sankalp Tree Plantation, we planted 100 tree saplings around our grounds, a small initiative to show that we care for our fellow beings. as they need to get pure air and to get rid of sunburns. We could even harvest plantains and vegetables and extend our kindness to our fellow beings and to the visiting birds.
We extended our efforts to the community also. We planted 7 tree saplings along the side of Vaditala Bridge, which now brings shade and greenery to the local community. A place that was once a dumping yard was turned into a lush green cover.
To spread the message of peace and connectivity, our club conducted a peace cycle rally on Hiroshima Day, which was flagged off by the sub-inspector of police from the Kasbah police station.
Rainwater harvesting is another kindness deed done by us to recharge the water table and to make our students aware of our precious resources. We even dug a well near our kindergarten block to collect the rainwater.
Waste disposal and segregation at source was an activity that brought smiles at both giving and receiving ends.
We are extremely proud and happy to recollect that our kindness activities towards nature was recognized by the Center for Science and Research and was awarded the GSP Changemaker Award 2019 at New Delhi.
As quoted by the American author Amelia Earhart, a single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees.
So friends, let's root for each other and watch each other grow. We believe that the activities of the Eco Club is indeed a small act of kindness, but we realized that no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanisha and Emmy, for sharing the changes and activities the Eco Club has done to our school. Kindness is the most important tool to spread love among humanity. Here we have Chris John to tell us about kindness.
Good evening, everybody. Charity begins at home is an old saying. The future of the world can still be shaped by us, the younger generation. Random acts of kindness are all around us in nature. Every morning, the songbirds return to the woods and sing for us. The wind blows and brings the hint of spring. Nature is always there for us. Let us keep our promise to give back. We are all in this along with the planet, the stars, the future. I'm Arhan and I'm 6 years old. My mother, Tasneem, a teacher in Mumbai, always told me of health workers who were working during the corona lockdown. They were away from their families. Even if they went back home, they had to stay away from their children. Recently, the garbage collector came home to pick the garbage. I opened the door. Oh, they are coming to work? They are not in lockdown. In our building, we have the watchman and the gardener. I asked Mom where they were getting their food from. I went down and served them some biscuits. My mother allowed me because it was safe. I insisted to make tea. My mother helped me the first time I made tea. I went down and served them. I also served them water because it was hot and they were working outside. Now I realize I don't need to grow up to be kind. As a child, I can do small things. So can you? Thank you.
Wonderful, Chris. Thank you. The principles of art is not to portray, but to evoke. Here comes the 3 great artists of our school to portray their thoughts on the canvas. Let me introduce them to you. Creativity takes courage. We have Swati KVJ of 12A. Swati has achieved many prizes like Express Karuna National Poster Making Competition. He secured 2nd prize. Madhur Bhumi Seed Painting 3rd prize. Srishti 2019 Pencil Sketching First Prize, Fresco 2019 Painting First Prize, and Best Artist Award too. Also, Fox 2019, Fabula 2019 for Wall Painting First Prize, Flomos Canvas Painting First Prize, Kochi City Police Drawing Competition First Prize, and DC Books Painting Competition First Prize. Let her courage make creativity. Every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. Pablo Picasso. We have Lenin Gafoor of 12C. Lenin has achieved the Best Artist Award in Strokes, Fresco Interschool First Prize 2019. Second prize in model making held at Marthoma Public School on 19 July 2019. Third prize in Art and Soul Portrait Painting, Vista 2019. Also, second prize in painting competition conducted by BPCL Cochin Refinery in connection with oil and gas conservation fortnight celebration. Second prize in illustration competition conducted by DC Books. Let him grow as an artist. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. Albert Einstein. We have Ruba Grace of 12C. Rupa has achieved the Best Artist Award in Strokes Fresco 2019 third prize in Econ Club painting competition conducted by BPCL Cochin Refinery in connection with oil and gas conservation fortnight celebration. Third prize in Sarvaroshi painting competition in Fox International competition. And first in Art Palette wall painting of Fabula 2K19. Let her creativity be contagious and pass it on. So, let them finish their thoughts on the canvas. We can get back to them soon. Kindness should be contagious. Unfortunately, it's not, but it could be. Here are 3 songs that have inspired others to make a difference in the world. Hopefully, they inspire you too. We have Haripriya of Standard 10 and Shruti and Joshua Kisaji of Standard 8 with their melodious voice.
ആരാധികേ മഞ്ഞുതിരും വഴിയരികെ നാളേറെയായി കാത്തുനിന്നു മിഴിനിറയെ നീ എങ്ങു പോകിലും അകലേക്കുമായിരും ഇന്നാശകൾ തൻ മൺതോണിയുമായി തുഴഞ്ഞരികെ ഞാൻ വരാം എന്റെ നെഞ്ചാകെ നീയല്ലേ എന്റെ ഉന്മാദം നീയല്ലേ നിന്നെ അറിയാനുള്ളു നിറയാൻ ഒഴുകി ഒഴുകി ഞാൻ ഇന്നുമെന്നും ഒരു പുഴയായി ആരാധികേ മഞ്ഞുതിരും വഴിയരികെ നീ മണിമുകിലാടകളാടിയുലഞ്ഞൊരു മിന്നൽ മിഴികളിലായിരം പരിഭവമൊഴുകിയ മീട തിങ്കൾ ചന്തം വെള്ളിപ്പൂവിൻ നാണം ഈ ഞാൻ വെറുമൊരു നാടൻ പെണ്ണ് ഈ ഞാൻ നിന്നിലറിഞ്ഞവൾ മാത്രം നീ മണിമുകിലാടകളാടിയുലഞ്ഞൊരു മിന്നൽ മിഴികളിലായിരം പരിഭവമൊഴുകി മേടത്തിങ്കൾ ചന്തം വെള്ളിപ്പൂവിൻ നാണം.
മാണിക്യച്ചിറകുള്ള മാറത്തു കുറിയുള്ള വായാടി പക്ഷിക്കൂട്ടം മാഞ്ഞുപോയി. കാണുന്നു കാണാനായി കൂടുന്നു കൂട്ടാനായി ആകാശപ്പുഴ നീന്തി കുതിച്ചുപോയി. ഹേ ഹേ കണ്ടു മലനിര, ഹോ ഹോ കണ്ടു താഴ്വര. മാമരം കണ്ടേ ചോല കണ്ടേ ഇലകൾ കണ്ടേ തായ്കളും. ഓ തന്തീനത്താനേ താനാനേ തന്തീനത്താനിന്നാടെ നാനനേ.
Thank you, guys. It's really entertained us. A simple art of kindness can change someone's life. Tomorrow will be too late. So let's start today. Dance by Aishwarya Jayakrishnan of Standard 9.
मेरी किस्मत के हर एक पन्ने पे मेरे जीते जी बाद मरने के, मेरे हर एक कल हर एक लम्हे में तू लिख दे मेरा उसे। हर कहानी में सारे किस्सों में दिल की दुनिया के सच्चे रिश्तों में जिंदगानी के सारे हिस्सों में तू लिख दे मेरा उसे। ए खुदा जब बना उसका ही बना। ए खुदा जब बना उसका ही बना। उसका उसमें हूँ से उसी का रहने दे। मैं तो प्यासा हूँ है दरिया वो जीने का मेरे। मुझे घर दे गली दे शहर दे उसी के नाम के। कदम ये चले या रुके उसी के वास्ते। दिल मुझे दे अगर दर्द दे उसका पर उसकी हो वो हंसी मुझे जो मेरा घर। खुदा जब बना उसका ही बना। ए खुदा जब बना उसका ही बना।
Thank you, Aishwarya. That was an heart-touching act. Now we have Daniel of 2A to give us his message through a mono act.
God is kind to all the living beings, and He shared this kindness with us, so we can be good to others. Being kind makes you a beautiful soul, and it makes the world a better place. I'm gonna enact this play through a bus journey. Grandpa, don't you have a seat? Oh, my son, my ticket is without a seat. Grandpa, sit here. My ticket is also without a seat. Thank you, my son. Ticket, please. Ticket, please. There is my seat in the front. You can sit there till your destination. Okay, sir. Thank you. Every act of kindness creates many ripples. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel, for the beautiful mono act. Music is a love in search of a word. We have George Benson with his keyboard to play the evergreen romantic song of Titanic.
Thank you.
Awesome. It was so nice to hear. Here we have Chelsea Ann to enlighten us with a poem.
Life is a race to many of us. All eyes are on the finishing point, and often many beautiful moments go unnoticed. But even in this rat race, sometimes we pause at sights and scenes that influence and inspire us. I am Chelsea from SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, Ernakulam, Kerala, to recite the poem Grace, written by Mrs. Usha Narayanan. In this poem, Mrs. Usha Narayan narrates an act of kindness that she came across in her own life. The incident leaves a lasting memory for her. I hope the poem will enthuse us too to be the messengers of kindness. Here I present it for you, Grace. The story begins like this, my friend. If you wish to listen to a tale, I say, a tale that opened my eyes to a world where kindness was real like the light of the day. Dates back at least to a decade and a half. On a bright and beautiful Sunday morn, the news that her sibling was a dying man had rattled my mother, and fear was born. I gathered some clothes, we readied ourselves for the visit, far off, worried for his health. Carefully tucked in my arms was the bag, and my only child, just a year and 1/12. We scurried to the station, my mother and I. Kind strangers let us reach the counter soon. With tickets in hands, we boarded the train in time for the wheels to start the churn. The journey wasn't planned, the seats weren't booked. We squatted on the floor by the side of the door. Anguish over the gentle soul's fettle kept us from fretting of misery on the floor. Time was a snail, but hunger was swift to crawl into the tiny one's ravenous little belly. She started with a whimper, which soon turned into a wail. Only then it struck. We had no food in hand utterly. I tried to entice the toddler with a tiny pack of biscuits that I had picked up from her home while breezing on her way. She had one and another one, and soon it was done. But hungry she was, hungry she stayed, to her utter dismay. A little away, I saw a mother feeding her cheerful child fragrant, flavorsome biryani. The wind carried the smell. My chirrup turned to seek the food, for she knew not it wasn't her. She hurled herself in the line of the meal. Of course, she only meant well. The mother offered a handful of the grub. She did not stop to think. The hungry kitten didn't think either. She opened her mouth all wide. The mother fed the moppet as if she was her own, feeding her water from time to time from a bottle on her side. Set me thinking, this entire scene, I wondered all the while how mercy appeared in the form of this gracious, doting mother. Gratitude flowed out as tears on my cheek a trail. God bless the angel, the symbol of kindness. Hope she inspires another. Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. That was really inspiring. Now we have Batra to share the kindness activities of our school Interact Club.
Whenever there is a human in need, an opportunity for kindness and to make a difference exists. Good evening to one and all. I proudly present before you the activities undertaken by the Intra Club of SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, Ernakulam. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. When the floods hit Kerala, we, the instructors of SBOA, collected essentials and donated them to the flood relief camps in different parts of Kerala. Greenery is the best scenery. As a significant step to greener India, we took part in the Green City Kochi program. As a helping hand for the cancer patients, we collected oats packets and distributed it to the cancer ward of General Hospital, Ernakulam. We visited a girls' orphanage and donated essentials ranging from jewelries, sanitary napkins, and dresses to the inmates. We also visited an old age home where mentally ill old age people are admitted and donated clothes. Our singers and dancers also entertained them with their melodious voice and graceful steps. We assisted the handicapped children for their various competitions. After the flood, we distributed clothes to the flood-affected people of Puthanvelikara. Here are the photos of the people receiving the clothes. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. We set up an honesty shop in our school, which was inaugurated by our principal, Mrs. Srikala Karnakaran. School stationeries are sold in the shop. The highlight of our shop is that it doesn't have a shopkeeper. Instead, the students themselves buy things and deposit money in a box kept there. This inculcates honesty in the students at an early age. The profit from this is used for charitable purposes. We visited an Adivasi colony at Malakipara and provided essentials to the tribals there. This is the group of students who took part in the venture. A local Anganwadi teacher received it from our intra club in charge, Mrs. Jayasri Suresh. As a part of mosquito eradication, the students themselves made mosquito repellents with the help of our teaching and non-teaching staff and distributed it to the local houses. We also spread awareness by giving stickers, speeches, etc. We raised a dental awareness camp at Kurungota Island, Vadadala. It was a very proud moment for our school as all the dentists of the team led by Dr. Boni were ex-students of SBOA Public Senior Secondary School. The 12th standard biology students, with the help of our biology teacher, Mrs. Rennie Daniel, also conducted a free blood group test for the citizens of the island. We ourselves feel that what we are doing is just a drop in the ocean. But the ocean would be less because of that missing drop. By quoting these words of Mother Teresa, let me conclude my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Badra, for showing us what our school has done to the needies. Kindness is the best language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Mark Twain. We have Abel Kristen with a simple kindness song.
And unmute. Abel, we will wait. We'll come back to you. Okay, we will come back to you. We will go to the next program right now. We'll come back to you. Okay, the next will be yours. Agna, can we call the next program, please?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Kindness is seeing the best in others when they cannot see it in themselves. Now we have Sanjay Surendran with his dedication to the kindness warriors.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to speak a few words about spreading kindness. Kindness is a type of behavior marked by acts of generosity, consideration, or concern for others without having an expectation of praise or reward. The values of kindness which we had got from our parents and grandparents certainly help us to inculcate these gestures. Recently, the world is in such a crisis wherein mankind is facing the biggest threat. Human fears human as the world is hit by a pandemic known as COVID-19. In this situation, the only human beings who make themselves available to meet or treat us are our doctors, health workers who are involved day and night to save mankind. Hence, as a gesture of respect, thought of giving my bit of honor by portraying them as my favorite superhero and sharing my thought to them. This would have added a smile to their hectic day. Needless to say that today the work from home concept is being highly accepted and being carried out. Do you know who is the workforce which makes the work from home possible to run the household activities? Yes, it's our delivery boys who dare to come out and help our household to run without interruption. Though it's their livelihood, moreover, it is risky as they come even if the weather is too bad. This came to me as a thought of just sharing a thank you note, which would really make them happy and would also motivate them further to continue to render their seamless service. Yes, friends, having said all the above, as small drops collectively called as an ocean, and thus these actions would make a sea change to mankind if being followed. So, do things for our co-beings, not because of who they are or what they do in return, but because of who you are. Now, going to present before you a small and humble gratitude to all the heroes who are currently involved in some way or other to fight all the evil against mankind.
Thank you, Sanjay, for that musical touch with your thoughts. Here we have Risha to recite the poem of kindness.
Together we joined to lend a helping hand. We called it Kindness Circle. Through a word, deed, or gesture, the message was spread far and wide.
Risha, can you increase your volume? It's too feeble.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Together we joined to lend a helping hand. We called it Kindness Circle. Through a word, deed, or gesture, the message was spread far and wide. I am Risha Regan from SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, Ernakulam, Kerala. Here, I will recite a poem written by our principal, Mr. Shrikala Karunakaran. The poem tells you what Kindness Circle aims at and how it works in our school.
Risha, just keep the microphone little more closer to your mouth.
Okay. Can you see my screen share?
Yeah, we can.
Kindness in school. A kindness circle we started in school. We soon saw its ripple spread. Warmth that touched family and friends. To community, country, and cosmos it extends. Be you at the giving end or even at the receiving one, kindness brings an instant cheer to every person who's near. Away from class for a week or more, you see your pal lost and distraught. Lend your notes with care you assist, you will be at your benevolent best. Calling names, taunting, teasing are fun, you think. Tables may turn, bullies get strong when friends fail to fend. Stand up today to aid your friend. Cunning and cruel, the devil rules, may lure you into scary snares. Be kind to yourself, don't sell your soul. Stay on track till you reach your goal. The deeply wounded, depressed kid creeps into a darkened nook. A kind word, a prod so light, is all he needs to shine out bright. Help your loved ones and fellows dear. Do deeds of kindness that wipe their tear. Compassion, now a deep seated value. Hey, gracious human, ready for the world? Are you? Thank you.
Thank you, Risha. The smallest act of kindness is worth more than the greatest intention. We have 9P Anthony and Neha Kishore of 9th standard with a craft work.
And hi everyone. Can we start?
Hi everyone, I'm 9P Anthony
And I'm Neha Kishore
from SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, South Chittoor, Ernakulam. Today, we, the SBOians, welcome you to observe how kindness can be expressed through creative craft ideas. Craft is the best way to help children like us understand how to spread kindness in a humble way. Today, let's make a bowl that can be placed in our courtyards so that the birds can feed on it and survive. Now, my friend Neha is going to make a bowl using jute material. Neha, are you ready?
Yes. The materials required are jute thread, bowl, and Fevicol. First, take a bowl and start and apply glue onto it. Then start sticking the thread like this.
Our craft teacher always guide us to make things out of waste materials. Inspired by this, some of our students have done few works during their lockdown days. This is a mat done with woolen thread. These are wall hangings made with and recycled materials. These were ordinary mirrors, but now look at it. These are beautified with bottle caps and paints. This is a photo frame made with woolen thread. We can also turn coconut shells into handicraft items, which are useful. We can avoid plastic bags and start making paper bags which are eco-friendly. This is a pillow cover made with fabric paint. This is an embroidery work done by a student. This is an embossed painting. This work is done with glitter. This is a doormat done with old clothes. And this is a cushion decorated with old clothes. This is a pen stand made with ice cream sticks. And these flowers are made with organdy pea cloth. These ornaments are made with sugar beads and shilpaga material. Now we have Rita Rajesh of Standard 5 with her bottle arts. These beautiful ones are made with bottle, clay, cardboard and paintings. See how these waste bottles are turned into creations. This bottle art is done with jute coir and bottle. And this is Rita's masterpiece. This is not an instrument, it's a bottle art. This work is done with bottle, cardboard, thread, wooden piece, clay and paints. And this is Rita. Rita, your work is so interesting.
Thank you, everyone.
And we can also turn old newspapers into craft works. This is a tribal woman made with newspaper rolls, glue and paints. We can also make puppets with used party pop-ups. And here comes our kindness tree. We have written some quotings in different languages. Pyar kijiye, Shama kijiye, listen, forgive, etc. Neha, did you finish your work?
Yes. After sticking the thread, it will be like this. Then let it dry. And the final result will be like this. Knife, and I have kept some grains.
Wow. Now we can keep this in our courtyards, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you also made a water bowl, right?
Yes, this is made up of coconut shells.
Superb. These creations can be donated to needy ones. We can also teach the people in our neighborhood, which can help them earn livelihood. Kindness is meant to be expressed. It need not always be great deeds, but simple gestures can give even more happiness. This is how we children are mentored to create things to make others happy. Let us take such initiation and spread the light of kindness in this universe. Thank you. Bye.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Wonderful work, guys. It's too good, and thank you. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Mark Twain. We have Abel Christian with a simple kindness song.
Little word, something it is heard, makes people happy all around the world. See if you can guess it finishes with nest, starts with a cat. It's kindness. Kindness is something you feel inside. Kindness is something you see. If I'm kind to everyone, kindness comes back to me. I could pick you a flower, I could give you a hug, I could dance round in circles, I could draw you a bug, I could tell you I love you, I could tell you you're sweet, I could share all my joys, or make you a friend. Kindness is something you feel inside. Kindness is something you see. If I'm kind to everyone, kindness is one to me. I could pick you a flower, I could give you a hug, I could dance round in circles, I could draw you a bug, I could tell you I love you, I could tell you you're sweet, I could share all my joys, or make you a treat. Kindness is something you feel inside. Kindness is something you see. If I'm kind to
Awesome, Abel Christine. Thank you. As we know, mother is a universal solvent. Here's a dedication to all beloved mothers. Dance by Ardra of 10th standard.
दिखलाता नहीं तेरी परवाह करता हूँ मामा तुझे सब है पता है ना माँ तुझे सब है पता मेरी माँ
Awesome, Ardra. Thank you for your graceful moves. Now we have Jia Jidin to tell us about her inspiration of kindness. Let's listen to her.
Hello, everyone. Kindness is a virtue that I value above all and which a person should always have in their life. Being kind and compassionate to all fellow beings will not only make you a respectful person, but will also make you feel good from the inside. I was always inspired by my aunt, especially how kind and loving she is to animals. I have heard from my grandma and parents how kind and loving she was to animals even from a very young age. She had even nursed our goat during its delivery, and that was when she decided she will become a doctor. I grew up playing with her and seeing her compassionate approach to animals. She always brings home stray puppies and kittens which were otherwise left to die by the owners and takes care of them. All these have inspired me from within to be like her, to be kind-hearted and compassionate like her to all animals. This inspiration has shaped me into an animal lover. The warmth I feel in my heart and the joy I get when I see them playing around me is unexplainable. Now she's away from home for her higher studies, and I'm taking care of all our pet dogs, cats, fishes, and birds, following the golden rule that I learned from her. Be kind and compassionate to them, and they will love you back unconditionally. I hope more and more kids like me will be inspired by this and really wish that all will experience the same inner peace and joy you attain by being kind and compassionate in your life. Thank you.
So cute, Tia. Thank you. Here comes Christina of 3A with her poem.
Today, I'm going to recite a poem which I like the most. The poem is by J.A. Carnival, Little Drops of Water. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love, make our earth an Eden, like the heaven above. Little deeds of kindness, little words of love, make our earth an Eden, like the heaven above. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. And the little moments, humble though they be, make the mighty ages of eternity. And the little moments, humble though they be, make the mighty ages of eternity. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. Now we have David of 3C to tell us about a story that inspired him.
Here, the poet asks you to have a little kindness. Compassion is the subtlest of all emotions. It's a spontaneous outflow of soft feelings from the depth of your heart, the soul. Compassion is being empathetic to the sufferings of fellow creatures. It's compassion that makes you divine. Here, a story of the Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde comes to my memory, where the author takes you to extremes of compassion in his own mysterious style. A lead heart of a statue, exploding out of compassion. There stood high in a city, the gold-covered, pearl-studded statue of the Happy Prince. A swallow on his way to Egypt to escape death from the impending winter came to take rest at the feet of the statue. At the request of the Happy Prince, the swallow stayed back and donated every part of precious stones and gold covering of the statue to alleviate the poverty of the suffering people. Finally, the cruelty of the winter struck. The swallow fell dead at the feet of the statue. The statue, which became unsightly, was burned in a furnace. But The heart still remained unburned. God took the happy prince and the swallow and placed them in his garden. All of you, please read the story. In this story, the author in his own inimitable style narrates compassion, love, empathy, and sacrifice to evoke touching response from the readers. I pray to God to send angels to earth to emanate compassion and transform this admirably commercial world to heaven. Let compassion encompass the world. Let it pervade and prevail. Let the hearts go down the trains. Salutations to the Buddhas of compassion. Thank you.
Thank you, David. We'll surely read the story. Now we have Gargi Sampata with the kindness song.
Okay, yeah. There's a bird now and it starts with
Gargi, are you there?
I'm here. There's a bird I know and it starts with K. That bird is kindness, hear me when I say K is for kindness, a simple word, it's true. But it's amazing what a word can do. Amazing what a word can do. When you have someone in need, that's kindness. Plant a little seed, that's kindness. Give the pal a hug, that's kindness. Gently hold a ladybug, that's kindness too. I'm a neutrality, kindness, and have someone for you. You might be surprised to realize how good it makes you feel when you tell it kindness, so try a little kindness. When you listen and stay calm, that's kindness. Cookie for your mom, that's kindness. Scratch it, puppy's ear, have to wipe away a tear, that's kindness too. I'm a neutrality, kindness, and have someone for you. You might be surprised to realize how good it makes you feel when you try a little kindness, so try a little kindness. That's kindness.
Oh, that's Tori Kelly's song. You sung it very well. Thank you, Gargi. A hearty salute to all the doctors and nurses who have given their life to save our life during this pandemic period. Dance by Asha of Standard 9.
डॉक्टर भगवान का रूप होते ऐसा लगता है कि कोरोना वायरस से लड़ने की चुनौती की घड़ियों में भगवान ने डॉक्टर्स का रूप लिया।
That was an inspiring act. We salute all the COVID warriors. Thank you, Arsha. Now we have Abhinav Menon to tell us a story.
Good evening. I'm Abhinav Menon from 8th Standard. Today, I'll be sharing with you a simple story which really touched my heart when I first read it. It went like this. A shop owner placed a sign above his door that said puppies for sale. Signs like this always have a way of attracting young children, and to no surprise, a little boy saw the sign and approached the owner. How much are you going to sell the puppies for? Anywhere from $30 to $50. I have $2.37. Can I please have a look at them? The shop owner smiled and whistled. Out of the kennel came a lady, followed by 5 teeny tiny balls of fur. One puppy was lagging considerably behind. What's wrong with that little puppy? Oh, well, the veterinarian had said that little one didn't have a hip socket. He's always going to limp. That is the puppy I want to buy. No, you don't have to buy that little dog. If you really want him, I'll just give him to you. I don't want you to give him to me. That little dog is worth every bit as much as all the other ones, and I'll pay full price. In fact, I'll give you $2.37 now and 50 cents a month later. You really don't have to buy that little dog. He's never going to be able to run, jump, or play with you like all the other ones. To his surprise, the little boy reached down and pulled up his pant leg to reveal a badly twisted, crippled left leg supported by a big metal brace. He slowly looked up at the shop owner and softly replied, Well, I don't run so well myself. And that little puppy will need someone who understands. This story always has a way of reminding me to look at a person and judge them from how they look from the inside. And I hope it always reminds you the same. Thank you.
Oh, that was a thrill-filled story. Thank you, Abhinav. We have Sugartha with a poem.
Is the screen visible, Agna?
Yes, the screen is visible.
Good afternoon to one and all. I'm Sukrita S. Kumar of Class 12C from SBOA Public Senior Secondary School, South Chittoor, Ernakulam, Kerala. I'm here to recite the poem, Give Me 3 Grains of Corn, Mother by Amanda M. Edmond written in the year 1848. The below words were the last request of an Irish lad as he lay dying of starvation. His mother found 3 grains in the corner of her rag jacket and gave them to him. It was all she had. The whole family were perishing from starvation. Give me 3 grains of corn, mother. Only 3 grains of corn. It will keep the little life I have till the coming of the moon. I'm dying of hunger and cold, mother. I'm dying of hunger and cold, and half the agony of such a death my lips have never told. It is not like a wolf at my heart, mother, like a wolf that is fierce for blood, and the livelong day and the night besides, knowing for lack of food, I dreamed of bread in my sleep, mother, and the sight was heaven to see. I woke with an eager, famishing lip, but you had no bread for me. How could I look to you, mother? How could I look to you for bread to give to a starving boy when you were starving too? For I read the famine in your cheek and in your eyes so wild, and felt it in your bony hand as you laid it on your child. The queen has lands and gold, mother. The queen has lands and gold, while you were forced your empty breast a skeleton babe to hold. A babe that is dying of want, mother, as I am dying now, with a ghastly look in its sunken eye and famine upon its brow. What has poor Ireland done, mother? What has poor Ireland done? That the world looks on and sees a star, perishing one by one. Do the men of England care not, mother? The great men in the high, for the suffering sons of Erin's Isle, whether they live or die. There is many a brave heart here, mother, dying of want and cold, while only across the channel, mother, are many that roll in gold. There are rich and proud men there, mother, with wondrous wealth to view, and the bread they fling to the dogs tonight would give me life and you. Come nearer to my side, mother, come nearer to my side, and hold me fondly as you held my father when he died. Quick, for I cannot see you, mother. My breath is almost gone. Mother, dear mother, here I die. Give me 3 grains of corn. Mother, dear mother, here I die. Give me 3 grains of corn. Thank you.
Oh, that was a touching one. Thank you, Sukrita. Now we have a Regita ma'am, our Associate NCC Officer of SBOA Air Force Wing, to share the NCC kindness activities with us. Ma'am, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Third Officer Regita Rajesh, teacher, Department of English, and Associate NCC Officer of Air Force Wing. National Cadet Corps, the youth wing of armed forces, is going to take you through the world of unity and discipline with the essence of kindness. National Cadet Corps is an organization which engages in grooming the youth of the country into disciplined and responsible citizens. Let me share the activities done by the NCC cadets of SBOA. Friends, have you ever wished to fly high in the sky? The cadets of SBOA take their flight every year in the Zen Air Micro Light aircraft. They fly as a co-pilot in the 2-seater aircraft. Not only that, they fire with a rear rifle. Our NCC troop has a very close association with the Indian Air Force, and thereby getting inspired from the air warriors to serve the nation in future. NCC is all about courage, dedication. kindness, adventure, caring, sharing, moreover, unity and discipline. The cadets have already proved that they are courageous and adventurous. डर के आगे जीतना है. NCC is not only about left and right, Savdhan, Vishram, Techal and all. They are all volunteers of all the NCC, all the activities, all the kindness activities. They are the brand ambassadors of kindness. They have involved in various kindness activities every year. The NCC cadets and the Internet Club members collected essentials for the flood-affected families. Swachh Bharat Pakhwada. The cadets are the brand ambassadors of the Clean City project. Cadets are also part of mosquito eradication campaign and distributed mosquito repellents in the locality made by the school with the help of our non-teaching staff. Again, a joint venture by the cadets and the Harita Club members and the SBOA, we initiated vegetable gardening in collaboration with the Agriculture Department of Kerala State Government. They distributed seeds for all the students in the school. Cadets prepared the land, planted seeds in the school premises, taken care of the plants, reaped vegetables to provide organic vegetables to all. The cadets were also a part of the cycle rally conducted by the Eco Club to spread awareness of environment pollution on Hiroshima Day. We have our 3 smart cadets who had participated in the prestigious Republic Day camp conducted at Delhi. Sergeant Gayatri Tejas in the year 2007, Sergeant Rohanas Nambia in the year 2018, Sergeant Tejasri Praveen in the year 2019. This year, we are all in the midst of a pandemic. But our cadets of SBOA spread the message of cleanliness. They are all a part of Fit India campaign, thereby spreading the awareness of health and hygiene, which is a need of the hour. Let's now see how cadets have excelled. Agna, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Now, these are our leaders of tomorrow, our 100 cadets. Look at that, the flying squad with the Zen Air microlight aircraft to become the future air warriors. Weapon training is a stepping stone to guard the nation. We are doing that every year. The dedication, sharing, caring, brotherhood. Now, dengue awareness given by the cadets. They were also a part of mosquito eradication campaign and they distributed mosquito repellents. They were helping hands during the flood. We could collect essentials for the flood affected families. Cleaning drive on the roads every year. NCC cadets are involved in the activity of cleaning. Plogathon. Now we have tree plantation on the Environment Day. Look at the cadets leading from the front. The little ones were led by the NCC cadets. Cycle rally initiated by the Eco Club. The cadets were part of the cycle rally on the Hiroshima Day. Initiative by the NCC cadets and Harita Club members with the Agriculture Department. Seeds distribution. With a lot of hard work, they prepared the land, planted the seeds. They could see this is the love of nature bounce back. Health is wealth. That's the message the cadets are giving to all the students in the world. Now, even though we are all in the midst of a pandemic, cadets are very much sure that they are able to do their best. Fit India campaign, they are giving the message from their homes. Tree plantation during the lockdown days. They have planted trees at their homes. Cadets with the message of cleanliness. Now, these are our proud cadets who have Gayatri Tejas, Neh Mahesh Nair, Best Cadets of IGC Camp 2017. That's a state level camp. Sergeant Tejasri Praveen, Sergeant Gayatri Tejas represented Republic Day camp conducted at Delhi in the year 2017. Sergeant Rohan Nambiar represented school at Delhi Republic Day camp in the year 2018. Sergeant Tejasri Praveen represented Republic Day camp Delhi 2019, All India 5th Best Cadet Award. Kindness is a gift everyone can afford to give. My dear friends, I hope all can spread kindness with a smile. Thank you, one and all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing it with us. We have a kindness song of Jennifer Russell sung by Ganga R. Marar of Standard 4 and keyboard as background played by our master Sanju George of 7th. Wonderful. Thank you guys for that wonderful performance. Now, Rudra Raj will talk about her inspiration of goodness.
Good evening, all. Before the lockdown period, I read books so often, even though I never found them much interesting. But when the lockdown started and I was to sit at home daily and alone, I decided to go through some books of my own languages. My father suggested some which would have been my interest, but at last, we decided to start with the world famous Harry Potter. The Harry Potter series has influenced my life. Its concept made my thoughts to go in a different direction. The concept is goodness always empowers over evil. While many amongst us face life-threatening situations, they never made their hearts to think that evil does not last long. My favorite character in the series is Hermione Granger. She befriended Harry after an adventurous incident with a troll. She's always supported him in his thick and thin. Personally, I believe that Harry's life at Hogwarts would have been extremely awful had it not been for Hermione. She's brainy, strong, friend of friends, and the best supporting hand ever to get in the toughest situations possible. In situations, she can be braver than Harry. Her bravery cannot be described in words, which has attracted me and which also made me more attached to her. She's also made me understand that a true friend is someone who runs around joyfully in their friend's happiness, who becomes crestfallen in their deepest sorrows, and who walks hand in hand with their friends at all moments of life. I wish that I register all these points in my mind, and I sincerely hope that I can be like her one day. Thank you.
Oh, Harry Potter, I love it too. Hope you love it also. And thank you, Rudra. Here we have Alista to narrate an Indian tale.
Knowledge is power, but what if you lack in common sense? Here is the story of the scholars and the lion. In a village lived four Brahmin scholars, three of whom had great knowledge and were well read. The fourth scholar, though lacking in knowledge, was rich in common sense. One day, the scholars had an idea to meet the great kings in faraway places so that they could earn fame and fortune from their knowledge. Everyone agreed and set out immediately. On the way, they saw the bones and skin of a dead lion, and the three scholars immediately decided to bring the lion back to life. The fourth scholar did not agree in bringing it back to life as it was a wild beast and asked them to wait until he climbed a tree. They laughed at him and told him that the lion would never harm them as they brought it back to life. Now, as soon as the lion came back to life, it killed the three scholars. Only the scholar who was on the tree was saved. This Panchatantra story teaches us that too much knowledge without common sense is dangerous. Thank you.
Panchatantra, a fabulous collection of stories. Thank you, Alista, for narrating it for us. Oh, that was Swaroop who entertained us. Thank you, Swaroop, for that wonderful performance as Charlie Chaplin. A few moments before we left the program, for its beautiful completion, yes, the artwork, let's get back to it and peep into their thoughts.
We are happy and delighted to display our creation to you.
This was a humble attempt to do your best. It's our tribute to all the health workers for the endless patience and kindness to the world.
Thank you.
Thank you, our artists, for the wonderful piece of art. Kindness is choosing love over hate, light over darkness, compassion over judgment. As SBOA does kindness activities every year, we present before you our school kindness activity for this year. Kindness is choosing love over hate, light over darkness, compassion over judgment. As SBOA does kindness activities every year, here we present before you our school's kindness activities for this year. In this adverse situation, it is difficult to heal the world today, but we can begin with a voice of compassion, a heart of love, an act of kindness, because without these, humanity cannot survive. Thank you, one and all present here, for making this program a great success. A special thanks to our Asha ma'am and Abhyut Ramnath of Standard 9. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.